Hi everybody and welcome back to Finnbrough. As you can see, Hunslet's currently running its way around. That's just bedding itself in. So while that's doing that, I thought, what better time to make a start on the platforms, because I hate them. I've been threatening to do it for a while now. From a distance, they don't look too bad. If I come back a bit, they're not horrendous. But when you get up close, the bits of paper, the scale model scenery sheets, for what they are, they're brilliant. But I think you just need to take a bit more time with them, a bit more patience, and I just made a complete mess of it. And I think being in a damp garage, the paper hasn't really helped particularly well. I didn't coat it with anything, I didn't seal it with anything. So in places it started to lift. You're getting daft gaps and that. It looks rubbish on photos, which I quite enjoy taking photos and doing videos and stuff, so I'm going to swap it all out for something that looks better. And I use Kestrel platform kits as the base. The just plastic platform sections. Now, at some point, I don't know when, I can't remember when it started to happen, but they started to warp. So, yeah, it's not great. So, using the method that Great Delton used on his layout, I'm going to use the Pico platform edges, which here's one I made earlier. Weather this one in the house. I've weathered them all differently. Well, I say differently. They all look different. Using the same weathering powders. I've got a couple more. I've got a couple more. I've got a bag full of them. Let's have a look. Let's pick one out. There we go. It's got one that's got a bit more depth to it, I suppose. If you can see that. So, I'm going to be using them instead. So I'm going to be getting rid of these platforms and fitting these instead. And I'm going to be filling in the inside, probably with some spare bits of foam board. Probably from what I had left over from the layout. If I've got any left, I can't remember now. If not, I've got a couple of bits of like finished foam board lying around, or even some bits of wood. Anything I can find to fill it in. And then for the top filler, I've got some decorators filler, some poly filler. So I'll be filling that to the top, and then once it's all in and dry, I'm going to spray paint it, or might be hand paint. Actually, might be cleaner with the charcoal being there. I'm going to do it this colour, the road colour. I've got a tin of that left. So do it in that colour, and then probably just weather it a little bit to make it look a bit less roady like. And then I don't know yet whether I'm going to use these scale model scenery platform edges again, because they do look good. They're accurate and they look alright, but I just couldn't get them neat enough last time. So I'll see. It might be something I do in future, but for now I want the bases changed. So let's start taking it to bits. So there we go, platforms are up, and doesn't that look weird? It's not been like this for a while, I'll tell you that. That seems a bit daunting. I've not seen baseboard that colour for a long time. Obviously, look at the rest of the layout, it's covered. The only bare baseboard is underneath the end boards. So yeah, don't you know I'm going to do this? I think the intentions are, hopefully, because there's quite a wide base on the bottom of these, I'll just stick that on. That should look about right, I think. Looks pretty good to me. That'll do, I think. So I'll stick these all down, work my way along. Glue, I'll be using Copydex. I need to check that it hasn't gone off, because it's been a while since I used it. This was Copydex in here. It's quite a good glue in that you can peel it off, especially on a surface like this foam board, which I use for the baseboards. It's good because it's not too permanent. It doesn't react with the form of the baseboards, and it's quite easy to use. It comes with a little brush, so you'll see that on the video in a second anyway. So yeah, now for the now to start laying it. Luckily, I ballasted after I laid the last platform, so I've got quite a decent ballast shoulder. I don't know if you'll be able to sort of see that. There we go. You just want to see that. I've got quite a straight line, so I think putting these edges on might be easier than I thought. Still turning that way around nicely. Although I'm sure I pressed change direction on that. Nope, I pressed change direction on the Voyager. That's right. So yeah, here we go. Right, so that's the platform sides in. I'm not sure if you caught the first half of the of them going in, because I think I forgot to turn my GoPro on. So never mind, but obviously you soon have caught up. So I don't think they look too bad. I'm quite happy with how they've come out. I'm hoping once the glue dries a little bit, like this bit here, I'll just be able to go over that with a bit of weathering powder or something, or a black pen or something. But to be fair, I'm actually really impressed with how they've come out. I think having the track already ballasted helps. But yeah, they're looking pretty good. The Humlet's coming around again. Just providing a bit of weight for it with the JIAs. That's going to be its main shunting duties. Anyway, back to the point. Yeah, they've gone quite well. There's a couple little bits here and there that I'm just going to need. It's like that bit there, just need pressing down a touch. Now the glue's starting to harden a bit. Probably about 20 minutes in now, half an hour in. A few of them are just lifting ever so slightly. But now the glue's hardening, I can sort of push them home a bit more and get them just a bit better like that. I think they look pretty good. This one's derailed. I'll be back in a second. Right, I'm back. One of the GIA is derailed. So, anyway, as you might have seen, I've took off this bit of wall. My intention never was to have it there really. I just put it on as a bit of a stopgap. This is one of this town board supports. Now I'm going to be putting that wall back in. I'm going to cut a bit of this wall away. My intention always was that the station platforms go underneath here. Underneath the town is where the rest of the station is. So, in theory, or in my imagination, a full-length GNR rake, Intercity 225 rake, whatever you want to call it, a full-length rake of 10 coaches or whatever it is, would be able to fit in the station. Obviously, you'd have a bit hanging out at the back, because it's not a very long station externally. But with half of it hidden underneath, then as far as the eye can see, the station goes through that way for undisclosed length. So this platform I've extended a little bit. I will add another. I think I'll probably cut another In fact, I've actually got some spare ramps. So what I might do is just put a spare ramp in, like, down there. You can't really see that, but yeah, if I put another ramp in down there, that'll give the impression that the platform goes that little bit further. Same for here. Now this one is going to be a problem. The trouble I'm going to have here is this curve here is a radius 2. Yeah, because it's 4, 3 and a 2. Now you can see this track doesn't go anywhere, so that's not a problem. This one being radius 2 and the overhang of some of my engines and some of my especially the Azuma, even some of my steam locos actually, as they come around this corner in the past, they were clipping the platform edges. So what I'm going to have to do here is get a little bit creative in a sense, and if I can get that to stand up there, maybe not as drastic of an angle as that, possibly. Might have to be, but basically I'm going to have to angle it off so that I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. I haven't got a spare torch either. To angle it so that it angles away from there. I might end up making another cut about here and then angling it further back so you can't actually see it, because again the intention is the platform goes behind, underneath the town. Obviously the lift stairwell case lift shaft thing will be here, so that will hide a bit of that as well from that angle. You won't be able to see much of that really, but I'm going to try and make it a bit neater this time because I wasn't happy with it at all last time. Same goes for this side as well. Obviously you've got the overhang from the R3 curve in there, so really I could do with bending it round a little bit, but without bending it, if that makes sense. That'll probably be for another day now though, because it's now 10:15 at night and I need to go to bed. So yeah, I'm going to leave these to dry and I'll come back hopefully when it's all dried up and finish off these bits. I need to cut these bits down. I have to waste a bit there. I cut down that bit, unfortunately. I might need one more length. I didn't plan that very well. I'll see what I can do. Might be a bodge something. Did I just say that? So yeah, I'll see you in a couple of days' time probably. Just before I forget as well, you might have seen me pushing the coach along. I couldn't help but notice, but the gap doesn't look too bad there actually. It's making a lie out of me. In places the gap was quite large. I think on this inside track it was worse. No, it's not bad. It's making a lie out of me this. I did think at one point the gap looked a bit too big. But to be honest, I don't think that's too shabby. If I get down level, platform level, that's alright there, and get out my own light. That's not bad that actually. That's not too bad. I mean, yeah, it's probably about the scale 1 foot, because it's definitely at least a 2mm gap I reckon. But unfortunately some locos have valve gear, such as Tornado being the main culprit. The valve gear on it, if I can get an aerial view, it sticks out at the side quite a bit here, on both sides. Don't know what it's supposed to, but it always has. So yeah, I thought that might have been an issue, but it actually looks okay to be honest. So we'll see how it all dries and we'll come back to it another day. So all I'm doing at the minute, I've filled in the platform surfaces already, as you saw, using the plastic sheeting. I've already given it 1 coat of polyfiller, sanded it down, and now what I'm just doing is finding any gaps I can, pushing the polyfiller into the gaps like as thickly as possible, just laying it on thick. And then if I try and scrape it off in one long go, it seems to fill the gaps in quite nicely. It's taken a bit of work, but it's worth doing. It's coming out really well. I'm proper impressed with how well it's actually going on. I didn't think it'd do this well, but I don't think after this coat, I think if I get this well enough, taking time with it, I don't think I'll need to sand this down. I think I'll probably get this smooth enough that it doesn't need sanding. If I can get it like that, brilliant. It's actually a case of, I don't think we can put too much on. It does just sort of want to fill the gaps. Obviously that's what it does, but it does spread very, very well. I keep getting a couple of bits coming off, going on the side of the track. I'm leaving them to dry. They're best off dry them. If I leave them to dry, then they're actually easier to remove once they're dry, rather than trying to get it off when it's wet. If you push it in when it's wet, it gets stuck in between all the rails and everything in between the ballast, and that's no good. It's even worse to get off then once it's dried. So if you leave it to go off when it's dried off later on, it'll just pick off. No hassle whatsoever. And that's worked quite well there. I'm quite happy with how this is coming out. Well, I say I'm very happy. So yeah, we'll crack on and get this down, and I think this will be the last layer for these 2 bits of platform. That's brilliant. I don't know whether you can quite see the surface because of the colour. There's a couple of little spots that could be better, but just a bit of filler in there, push it in, just get a bit off. I'll probably get a bit off my knife, and just pretty perfect, absolutely pretty perfect. Right, I think I might leave that there. Don't want to tempt fate too much. That's come out really well. That, very impressed with that. Very impressed. If you wonder what that grey is there, I try to use some of the Hobbycraft concrete paste that I use in the depot. That's just me trying to play with that and see if it was going to do any good, but I decided it was going to be more hassle than it was worth. I'm going to paint this anyway, so I just thought if I could use that concrete paste up, it'd do the trick. And I'll just put a thumbprint in that. So slow. I have this bit bloody perfect as well. Thing is, I can cope with a couple of little marks in, because at the end of the day, nothing's perfect. So a few little marks I can cope with. It's a big scratch line like that that's going to show up. There we go. That was just it, I think. So far, I would definitely recommend this way of doing it if you think of doing your platforms. Might be a different story when I get to the end, but we'll see. So yeah, I'll crack on and we'll see how it goes. Right, so that's the platforms pretty much finished. The actual platforms themselves are all in. All the edging's done, all the surfacing's finished. Quite pleased with how it's come out. It looks a lot better than the old one did. I think because the brickwork matches as well. I'll just zoom in a little bit, you'll be able to see a bit better. I'll put some photos on at the end as well that you'll be able to see. And the weathering on the platform edges just helps a little bit as well. It takes the edge off the plasticness. I keep spotting little bits. There's a bit of ballast that's come out there. I need to redo that bit of ballast. But most of it's pretty much finished really. Got all the platform lights back in. I've even added the ones on the outer platform. Never had those before, so they're a new addition. I did have on the old platform, on this one I had another double one there. I'm in two minds whether I put it back in or not. I think I might. Just a bit more light, this probably looks a bit more. Don't know, I think I need another light down this end, because there's one here, there's one there, there's only two on that platform. The middle one's got three and this end one's got three. So yeah, the lights are just drying at the minute. I've just glued them in with a bit of PVA. They're just drying at the minute, so I'll get them wired up within, I don't know, the next couple of days, weeks, who knows. When I get some more time on the layout, I guess. And yeah, and I've got to finish off when I get some more materials. I had a bit of a mishap there. That wall, the glue came off. Not the glue, sorry. The brick paper came off. Down here, there's a bit of a gap. It's quite hard to tell from any other angle, but above I can see it. It's going to bug the life out of me. So I think what I'm going to do is fill it with some bushes and make like a little planter. Probably put some flowers and stuff in it, just sort of a nice addition to the station. And that'll hide that gap quite well. There's a little gap down there as well that you can just about see. And once I put that on, that's that platform sorted. And I need to decide what to do with this piece here, because I need to give the illusion that it's going in. So yeah, that's about it for this time. So thank you very much for watching again, and we'll see you in the next video, and please remember to give us a like and subscribe. Thanks now, bye.